What's good, everybody? It's your brother Mad Black, the most dangerous and the most toxic black man on the internet. And I am black up in your face again with some more pro black commentary. So, yesterday I actually made a report on this channel that was incorrect. And the reason it was incorrect is because my sources actually came from the mainstream media. So, I reported that right before a fight between Keyshawn Davis, a black fighter from America, and a Ukrainian fighter named Denis Baranchek, that Denis Baranchek sent Keyshawn Davis a box with a note, and it also had watermelon and bananas in the box. And basically, I think the note basically alluded to this is to help you climb, get some energy to climb trees or whatever, basically calling the Keyshawn Davis a monkey. So, you know, I made that report and apparently I was wrong because now it's come out. And thank you to my subs that gave me this information. Those who are more into boxing than I am, I will say I appreciate you. I also just appreciate just the fact that, you know, you all came here respectfully to correct me and give me the proper information and send me in a good direction to find the right information. I appreciate that. But apparently it was not the Ukrainian boxer that sent this. It was a Latino boxer that sent that box full of watermelon and bananas to that black fighter. And the Latino fighter's name is Teofimo Lopez. And I have heard of him before because he's a clown, and that's a nice way of saying it. But once again, you have another one of these, Latino fighters, kind of like Ryan Garcia, who thinks that being racist, especially towards black people, is the way to go, right? And apparently Teofimo Lopez, he wants to get a fight with Keyshawn Davis, and he thinks this is a good way to create the hype. This is a good way to get people's eyes and get some money and some attention for a fight with Davis, and that is to basically by insulting him and calling him a monkey. And he thinks it's funny. He thinks this is very funny because he basically revealed himself to be the one who sent the package because he's watching the press conference between Keyshawn Davis and Baranchek, and he's sitting there laughing, eating a banana, and he's got a baseball cap on that says "Make boxing great again," basically taking off the whole the MAGA mantra from Donald Trump and his MAGA mutants out here, right? So this is the way he thinks he's going to be able to create a fight. And he's, like I said, he's sitting there sniggling and giggling, looking like Muttley from those old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. That's what he reminded me of as he's sitting here laughing and giggling at the fact that he sent this watermelon and bananas to this black fighter. And, I'll give Keyshawn Davis some credit in the fact that he said, I guess this is a smart way to create hype, but you're not going to get a fight out of me. Basically saying he refuses to fight him because of his racist ways. And I'm glad he does it. I'm glad he's saying that. But, when you have these Latin fighters out here who think that they are so superior, right? Now, what's crazy about this is that he would choose to, this is his way of calling out a black fighter to try to insult him and use old racist negative stereotypes, right? But at this time, his people are basically being sent packing by Donald Trump, and his focus is to be racist against a black fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think that as an athlete that has a platform, you would be speaking up for your people, right? But apparently, I guess that's only something black people do. These other people, they don't speak for their folks. They only speak out. They only use their personal time, and they use their celebrity to tarnish or to attack black folks, apparently. But you would think that's what he'd be talking about. Now, he's not he's actually American, quote unquote, in the fact that he was born here, but his family's from Honduras. So I'm wondering, has any of his people been sent packing back to Honduras at this point, right? But once again, instead of talking about that, or maybe bringing attention to his people's suffering, he wants to harass and be a bigot against a black fighter. You see what I'm saying? And thinking that's going to be the way for him to get this black fighter to confront him and build up hype for a fight and make money. You see that? So now you got these idiots thinking that this is the way for them to get our attention. And this is why I often don't get too wrapped up in wanting to debate racist or to get too wrapped up in wanting to go back and forth with them. I think the best way to deal with people like this is to basically insult them back and talk about their people, and then just kind of leave it at that. Leave them sulking and leave them thinking about what type of a douchebag they are. So let me say officially that I apologize to Dennis Baranchek. He is not the one that sent that fruit to the black fighter. He is not the one that was being racist. Okay, so it was not him that did it. I don't take back anything I said about the Ukraine, though. I'm not taking back, because we all know that they do have white supremacists and racists there, and they do have racist feelings towards black people in the United States, which is ridiculous. Consider that we basically have no interaction with them. The fact that they would even want to come here or even stay there in their own country and spout that white supremacist racist garbage over there is ridiculous, right? Like you come from a country and a place that is mostly white, but you still want to talk shit about black folks is ridiculous. But when it comes to this particular incident, Dennis Baranchek did not send that fruit. So I want to make that clear. And I'm doing an official retraction, and I will take down that old video and keep this one up. But basically what I did was trusting the mainstream media, I got the wrong racist this time. So it still was a foreign racist. It still was one of these tethers, right? But it turned out that it was a Latino. It was a Latino that came here talking mess and is, using racism as a way to build hype for a fight with a black man. And even continuing it by, like I said, he's eating a banana in the video where he's laughing about it and wearing a Make Boxing Great Again hat. So he's basically trying to antagonize it. And he's trying to make it seem like his excuse was, well, I wasn't talking about all black people. I was just trying to build hype for a fight. Yeah, okay. Okay, asshole. You believe that if you want to. I know he's lying about that. I know that's probably his true feelings about black people, which is funny because there's a large black population in Honduras. All those Central and South America countries have large black populations. But see, they treat the black people there like trash, or even if they're related to them. You know what I'm saying? Like their grandparents might be black, but they'll come here and just act a asshole and show their whole ass and just act like, they don't have any relation to black people whatsoever. You see what I'm saying? So you folks can let me know how you feel about this story in the comments section. I would love to hear your opinions on this. And once again, thank you to my subs who let me know what the real story was and giving me the information that I needed. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. And once again, this is Mad Black, and I will be back with my foot on the devil's back.